Well, we got a strong one, guys. 216,000 jobs were created in the month of December, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the unemployment rate stays unchanged at 3.7%. So strength in the labor markets. Average hourly earnings were up 0.4. The forecast was for 0.3. And so average hourly earnings on a year-over-year basis go up to 4.1% from 4%, certainly higher than the 3.9 that had been forecast. So we definitely get a surprise in the numbers here. The 2-month net revision, however, is negative 71. So we are seeing a decline in the number of jobs that were reported in October and November. For December, or for November rather, the number was 173. Remember, it originally reported as 199. Change in private payrolls, very strong. This is interesting because a lot of people have been talking about government hiring driving this. 164,000 of those 216 are on private payrolls. That's up from 136,000 the month before and well over the 130 that had been expected. Manufacturing payrolls come in up 6,000, just 1,000 more than forecast. That's down from 26,000 the month of November. Labor force participation rate falls to 62.5, and average hours worked falls to 34.3. So very strong report considering the circumstances.
Mike McKee, I want to bring you back into the conversation. Before these numbers dropped, we talked about breadth. How broad-based were these job gains? What do you see beneath the surface?
Basically, it looks like it's reasonably broad-based. We had healthcare adding 38,000 jobs. Of course, that's the category that is always in need of workers. Social assistance up by 21,000 as part of that. Construction employment up 17,000. That had been a weak point in recent months. Builders looking for workers because there's such demand for housing these days. Transportation and warehousing dropped by 23,000. That's interesting because couriers and messengers were down by 32,000. And this is the month. If you drove around New York in December, you couldn't get up and down the street because there's a delivery truck parked everywhere. So it's interesting that there were fewer jobs this time. Leisure and hospitality, as always, adding jobs, 40,000 jobs, an average of 39,000 for the whole month, the whole year of 2023. And retail employment was up by about 17,000. So we're basically looking at a fairly broad dispersion of the number of jobs created. Oh, I should mention I was wrong. Government employment was the biggest change, up 52,000, most of that in state and local, not federal. But we did see a very strong month in December. I think Tom's point is good, though. The revision, you take the revisions out, you have a weaker overall number, and we'll have to see if the December number gets revised down when we get to February.